This just in. There is a specific kind of modern panic that sets in when you type your own business name into ChatGPT, only to watch the machine confidently inform you that your company was founded in 1994 by a man named Gary, and that your primary service is selling industrial lubricants. As a StoryBrand certified guide, my inbox is currently flooded with messages from terrified business owners who have discovered that AI search engines are either completely ignoring them or entirely hallucinating their brand identity. The frustration is deeply valid. AI search captured up to 15% of global search share in 2025. When a potential hero, your customer, asks an AI to find the best guide in your industry and the robot spits out a fabricated lie, that feels like an existential threat. You have probably already been approached by a slick tech consultant trying to sell you a $10,000 Generative Engine Optimisation package to fix this. But before you start desperately optimizing for an algorithm that literally does not know what a fact is, we need to have a brutally honest conversation about the 60% failure rate, the compounding lie machine, and why basic story brand clarity is still the only real defense you have. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Vicky Sidler, a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing strategist from the Strategic Marketing Tribe. And I help small business owners like you build failure-proof marketing by focusing on the exact 20% of effort that drives 80% of the results. All so that your marketing stops feeling like a miserable second job you never asked for. I believe your absolute greatest competitive advantage is simply sounding undeniably human. And your greatest currency is basic trust. Because, let's be honest, if the internet is confused about what you do, the AI will simply invent a lie to fill the gap. You must establish secure, undeniable authority. So download my 5-minute marketing fix to craft a powerful StoryBrand one-liner that clearly documents your value, making it impossible for a robot to misunderstand your brand. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, let's talk about the 60% problem, or why you are paying for confident lies. If you hired an employee who lied to your customers 60% of the time, you would fire them immediately. But the tech industry has decided to charge a premium for them. The Toad Center for Digital Journalism recently tested 8 major AI tools using 1,600 queries designed to retrieve basic, verifiable public facts. The result is a comedy of errors. Collectively, the chatbots provided incorrect answers to more than 60% of the queries. And these weren't hesitant guesses, they were confidently stated, authoritative lies. The breakdown across the platforms should make any brand manager sick to their stomach. Grok 3 had a 94% error rate, the undisputed village idiot. Gemini, 76 to 90% error rate. ChatGPT had a 67% error rate. Copilot had a 40% error rate, and Perplexity had a 37% error rate. But here is the most cynical, absurd detail of the entire study. The premium, paid models were paradoxically more confidently wrong than the free ones. When you pay for Grok 3 or Perplexity Pro, they don't necessarily get smarter. They just get more assertive about their hallucinations. ChatGPT failed to identify 134 articles and only signaled uncertainty 15 times out of 200. It would literally rather invent a broken, fabricated URL than admit it doesn't know the answer, which means it is just a compounding hallucination machine. When a human gets a fact wrong, you can usually correct them. When an AI gets a fact wrong about your brand, it triggers an endless compounding feedback loop of digital garbage. The failure modes are well documented. AI will confidently list your wrong pricing, fabricated partnerships you never had, misattribute your case studies to your competitors, and present your 5-year-old service offerings as current. But here is the terrifying part. AI brand misinformation doesn't stay static. When an AI invents a hallucination about your business, that response is eventually scraped, republished, or referenced by other low-quality blogs online. Those blogs then become the source material for future AI training models. With every cycle, the hallucinated lie is embedded deeper into the system until it becomes a permanent digital fact. The longer you let the robot lie about your business, the harder it becomes to dig yourself out of the slop. So, should you actually optimize for this slop? I'm going to give you a direct, practical answer instead of the diplomatic nonsense the GEO vendors are selling you. Yes, you should optimize, but only to stop the bleeding. You cannot make an algorithm reliably accurate. Even the best tools fail 37% of the time. Generative Engine Optimisation, or GEO, is mostly just disciplined digital hygiene rebranded by consultants to sound expensive. The unsexy reality of fixing your AI search presence boils down to these 4 incredibly boring tasks. Number 1, fix the actual sources. AI doesn't always invent from out of thin air. It scrapes outdated review sites, old directories, and ancient press coverage. Find any third-party sources giving the AI bad data and update them. Number 2, eliminate data voids. If a fact about you doesn't exist online, the AI will invent one. So make sure your core information is consistent across your website, Google Business Profile, and LinkedIn. Number 3, publish a machine fact sheet. Create a verified press kit for machines using schema markup on your website. Tell the robot exactly who your leadership is, when you were founded, and what you sell. And lastly, number 4, post fresh content. 65% of AI citations target content published in the past year. If your website hasn't been updated since 2022, you are handing the microphone to a hallucinating machine. And that brings us to the 23x conversion reality check. Before you lose your mind over an AI hallucination, you need to ask a harder question. Who is actually asking a chatbot about your brand, and what are they going to do with the answer? Here is the data point that changes everything. Ahrefs analyzed 17 million citations and found that AI-referred traffic converts 23 times better than traditional organic search traffic. The people asking an AI for the best marketing agency are not casually browsing. They are deep in the buying journey. They are highly intentional. This means that while the volume of AI traffic is small, the intent is massive. A hallucinated price or fabricated negative review at that exact moment is a catastrophic loss of revenue. You don't need a fancy GEO strategy to fix this. You need undeniable StoryBrand clarity. The exact same things that make an AI cite you accurately, like clear entity relationships, fresh content, and strong domain authority, are the exact same things that make a human being trust you. So do the unglamorous foundation work. Clarify your message. Get my 5-minute marketing fix. It acts as a rapid diagnostic tool to help you craft a crystal clear StoryBrand one-liner, giving you a secure, undeniable brand message that actually converts, whether a human or a robot is reading it. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? Have you ever ChatGPT'd your own business and found a completely hallucinated fact about yourself? I'll go first. For some reason, AI search engines are absolutely medically convinced that I have ADHD. I have never been diagnosed in my life, but according to the robots, my attention span is a heavily caffeinated squirrel. Okay, your turn. What fake origin story has the algorithm assigned to you? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.